Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi Bones. I guess he also wanted to say hi to all of you lovely people watching as well. Let's try that again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sapphire and I am super duper happy and excited for today's build video. We are working on a stable for our horse boy, Colton. If you guys don't know, Colton is a villager that haunts my existence. I spent roughly 200 Nook Miles tickets trying to find him and it was a fail. I couldn't find him on any Mystery Island tours, so I just decided to buy him on Nookazon. So I have been waiting for this moment to finally give him the horse stable of his dreams. Colton's stable is part of our Castle Core or medieval themed island Honey Cove. And I'll also be sure to include a link in the description of a playlist where you can find all of my medieval Honey Cove builds. I have been waiting for this moment to finally build Colton's stable, and I am so excited that I can finally do it. I don't know, ever since I first saw this picture of him where he's like holding a little flower and just looking so precious, I was like, I need him on my island right now. I think he's super underrated as a villager, and especially for like medieval / castle core, he is perfect. He really reminds me of like a Disney horse, or like the animal companion that hangs out with the main character. Like he could be the Maximus to my Rapunzel. Anyway, horse rambling aside, we are now moving into the decorating part, which is my personal favorite. And starting with Colton's stable, of course, I found an amazing custom code, and I will be sure to link that creator in the description box. And using some Animal Crossing perspective magic, we will use these simple panels to be our stable, and we're going to place some items underneath it to kind of give the illusion of the animals poking out of the barn. Also, before anybody tells me, I do know that the animal on the left is technically a donkey. I just thought it was so cute. I couldn't resist. I just think it looks so precious as it is. So I was like, you know what? Donkey it is. To make it less boring for you guys, I did all of my custom pathings and custom designs just off camera, but I wanted to instead focus on the stable, which I thought looked kind of awkward. So I went back to terraforming and I ended up knocking out that cliff right here and putting 2 storefronts instead of only 1. And I think this helps enormously. I was so happy I did this. I think it looks so much better now, so more complete. It looks like an actual building. So I was super happy I did this. I then added some really cute 2.0 items, some farm core inspired items into this build. If you are doing any sort of medieval castle core theme, I think it's so crucial to have elements of nature, elements of farms, rural areas to really make the build and your island more dynamic. You know, I think about like Hyrule, for instance, where like the main castle area is super city-esque and it has all of these elements of city involved, but the entire surrounding area is all farmland basically. And so I think it's super important to have that as well. And so I totally recommend doing these really fun farm builds, even if you are doing a more castle core city inspired island. I had a really cute idea to add some brick pathings on the right, and I included a hand washing station that I ordered from the Happy Home Paradise catalog. And I love this idea. I think it's so creative, honestly. I just feel like with any kind of farm or stable where you're working with animals, have a hand wash station, you know? You're gonna have to have some sort of area to wash your hands. I also added some good old trusty wheat fields. I cannot be the only person who, when they first got the 2.0 update, that the wheat field item was actually separate from the wheat crop. I remember I was so confused because I was trying to place down this wheat item and I wasn't getting the really cute wheat field you see right here. So I was like, am I doing something wrong? It was so confusing. Alright, you may have noticed by the outfit change that I took some time off from this build. I had a super big inspiration boost and I really wanted to work on the cliffs around Colton's area, and so I ended up actually building up the cliffs a ton and did a lot of terraforming for this section. I feel like my island was lacking in dynamic cliffs and stuff like that, and so I really wanted to have a lot of terraforming and cliffs around his area, especially to kind of illustrate that there's more levels, there's hills, there's trees, that's very dynamic. You also may have noticed that I actually worked a little bit on the actual castle part of my island finally. I was so scared to actually start working on the castle surrounding a lot of this natural stuff, but I finally got to work on it, and I'm so happy with how it's looking so far. So if you're interested in any kind of little updates or sneak previews, you can go ahead and follow my Twitter, where I post a ton of updates to my island there. Now actually moving on to decorating those cliff sections, I first started with this log dining table, and I kind of wanted to have it like a little picnic area. I later go back to this area and I actually added some apple recipe DIYs that you can get through cooking in the game, and I thought this was so cute. Not the most practical of picnic areas, as there's no direct ramps to access this, but I just thought it was still pretty precious. And you know, this is Animal Crossing, so it is all about the pretend and the illusion and just making it look super precious. But you know, this is a game about talking animals. It does not have to be the most realistic of builds. I know I can't be the only one who finds it really hard to decorate the actual cliffs of their island. I don't know why, but I struggle with this aspect of decorating so much, and I think it's because the space is so tiny and you only have like 3 or 4 squares of actual room, and so like if you want to put a tree down, for instance, that takes up so many tiles of this limited space you have. If you too struggle with decorating your cliffs, please let me know in the comments so I don't feel so alone in this. I usually just try to compensate by adding in little random items like boxes, candles, just really random stuff. But with cliffs, there's no exact like aesthetic in mind. You know, with a Colton build, for instance, I have all the farm items, but on the cliff, I don't know what to put there all the time. So for this, I was really proud of myself, and I really felt like I was finally understanding the art of cliff decorating with this. I added some really cute fences and custom codes and flowers and all that really fun stuff. And I was really proud of myself that I felt like the cliffs actually felt like they were actually part of the build, not just some random thing that I threw on top of the build. I went ahead and I actually ordered some more wheat fields because I really wanted to add more of that into this specific build on my island. I really felt like the wheat fields really kept it very separate and distinct from the other aspects of my island. So I just really was happy that I decided to do this. I wasn't quite sure what to put in the foreground of this build. I tried putting a tree there and it didn't quite look right, so I thought wheat fields could be a really nice way to bring in some of that foreground perspective, but also keep it so you can actually see all of the little items that I included. We are wrapping things up, so I wanted just to show off a few more of the unique items that I included, like this wood stool, a Tree's Bounty lamp. I also included the mom's candle set, Some trusty wheat fields, of course. You can't never have too many of those. And lastly, the old-fashioned wash tub, which I have never used on a build ever. I didn't even know this was an item in the game until I saw it in my DIY section. So I would totally recommend for anybody who's stuck in their build to just go through your DIYs, because there are so many items that you might not even know about. I think I totally gave Colton the stable of his dreams, but let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching today. My name is Sapphire. I post YouTube videos just like this one every single week, and I am also live on Twitch. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. Take care, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Bye!